Hey Gemini, how's it going? Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and hop into this, okay? So, I asked for the energy theme of what is happening with you and the person that you're watching this reading for, and the fault line came up, okay? So, right away, well, fault lines relate to earthquakes, right? I think so. I'm pretty positive, right? But I always question myself when I say things, when I state facts in the readings. And so, a fault line, there's already some sort of, how do I say this? Something is present in this connection, Gemini, that separates you and this person. And it could, a lot of it is beneath or happening beneath the surface. But if this exists, then it's saying there is going to be some sort of, tower moment, if we want to say it in tarot, okay? Or there is going, like, some sort of chaos is inevitable that is going to occur in this connection. And there could be like little things. You see like these little cracks, okay? It's like little things that go on between you and this person, Gemini. It all leads to like the same major issue, and at some point this major issue is going to cause, like, this is unavoidable. That's what I'm telling you. So this is something of a predictive energy. Like, you can't avoid what is going to inevitably happen. Okay, so with that being said, you can heed the warning signs. Does that make sense? Like, there are warnings, almost like, tremors that happen in the connection, if we want to relate it to an earthquake, okay? There are signs before a major event happens. And sometimes people will say, oh, I never saw that coming. Or even like if we relate to an earthquake happening anywhere, if there's some sort of like catastrophic event, there were things that led up to it. There were signs there. It's just some people just didn't want to chose not to pay attention to it. Okay. As a matter of fact, hold on. Yeah. When dark, precariousness, pretending, delusion. There it is. So I guess what I'm hearing is like, whoever this is with, I'm hearing like Delulu is not the Salulu. Okay, you know how people are like Delulu is the Salulu? There is no delusional, there is no like level of visualization, I'm hearing, even, that is going to get you out of this. Okay. Now, when light, it's reality, redefining and breaking open. Okay. So I think the light is saying we've got issues, and there's going like a bigger issue. We can already, why don't we just acknowledge that there's already a big issue? We already know that if we know something's coming, well, let's just already pretend like it's already here rather than pretending that it doesn't exist. What would we do if it was already here? How would we handle this emergency? All right. And it says it's much better to prepare. Here it is. Okay. Without even reading this, okay. It says it's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. There's no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. Okay? So, I mean, right away, if I'm living on a fault line, or if I know that something's going to happen, I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere else. There's also, it says it's the energy of walking on eggshells. Okay. In this connection, where are we at? 5 minutes. Okay. Try not to take too long. Walking on eggshells. It says this card comes as a warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot. So that's what I got too. It's like this is almost a prediction of what's going on. Now it says it's also possible that something a loved one said caused a crack in your relationship that has never been fixed. Revisit it. The time to heal is now. All right. So something has already caused like a major devastation, and it could be that you and this person are trying to move forward without resolving it, and that's not going to work. And then interestingly enough, when I'm thinking, it's funny, when I was thinking about earthquakes and things like that, I thought about Japan. And it does say in Japanese kintsugi pottery, and I've referred to this in readings before, gold is used to mend cracks. Breaks are thought of as precious rather than something to be hidden. Okay. So I feel like they're also saying like this is a major opportunity to, how do I say this? This event, you can look back. If you handle this properly, you can look back and be proud of yourself on how you chose to like face something and resolve something head on rather than pretending like it's not there. Okay? All right. Where we at? Okay. Well, all right. I'll just start adding chapters. That's what I'll do. Because some people don't really want to hear about that, and that's okay. I get it. You know, everybody has their own way of wanting to watch the reading. Here we go. Isn't that funny though? Some people want to skip over that message. All right. Show me, how is Gemini feeling in this connection? How is Gemini feeling? Queen of Swords. How is the person that Gemini is watching this reading for? How are they feeling in the connection with Gemini? The Ten of Swords. Ooh. Look how you're watching this person. So whoever this is, they're going through a level of pain. I don't know if it's with you or not, Gemini. Okay, it can be, but it looks like you are evaluating. You're deciding, you know, what to do. And it looks like you, let's say, for example, you're not communicating with who this is. It looks like you want to communicate with this person, but with the Queen of Swords, you're wanting to take a diplomatic approach, very, you know, very reasonable. Looks like you want to handle things in a very reasonable way. But this person is probably very emotional right now. They could be with the Ten of Swords. I mean, Ten of Swords, that like, it's interesting even with this card. So there's a divide between you two. It's definitely a divide. Ten of Swords is, you know, I feel betrayed. I feel stabbed in the back multiple times. And whoever this is, they feel like maybe they didn't deserve something. A number of you may have said something very harsh to this person. Because remember, what it related to is, I don't know, they may have said something harsh. You said something harsh back. it's not, it probably just isn't one person's fault, you know, with the fault line there. Both of you could be at fault here, but you're not. Just going back to this, how you feel is, you know, okay, I think you're in more of a position of, all right, how do we figure this out? How do we move forward? And they're still kind of stuck in the past, or in the, you know, even if the past was yesterday, they're still stuck there. Okay, this could be a fellow air sign, another Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. You may have Libra in your chart. Is Gemini feeling in this connection? Ooh, okay, but you got your own shit too. Okay. This is like the devil energy. I think you're really trying to like be cool here. That's why I see you. Like you're really, you know, I don't think you're trying to play it cool, but you know, octopus, especially with the Queen of Swords, and this is no shocker, you know, highly intelligent, very also a lot of emotional intelligence. And Gemini, I think you do know that you have the capacity to, I do feel for a number of you that you have probably, if you did not say anything like really wild to this person, a number of you, you know that you have the ability to do that. You could be trying to hold yourself back from doing that, okay? Because Gemini is much like Sag, and this is just from my own experience, like you guys can really, when you guys, especially when you're hurt, you can pop off and say some really crazy stuff, and you could have someone feeling very wounded. But I do think it comes from a hurt place. You're not really the type of person that just does it for no reason. Okay. Sag might just say, fuck it. I'm feeling froggy today. But I think Gemini's is a little bit more well thought out than that. Okay. So yes, you, in the octopus, it does tend to overshare. So I'm hearing with you, like Gemini, you're like, I may have said too much. I may have said too much here. How do I, you know, kind of, how can I go in and have a conversation about this? Okay. Hold on. Is this person feeling the connection? Gemini. Ooh, the vulture. Yeah. Funny, this is like my Libra card. Okay, a number of you may have a water placement. Could be a Gemini with like a water moon, a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Just want to mention that. So whoever this is, like Gemini right now, how they're feeling is there's some sort of aspect about this connection that they're done with. I can't, there's no other way for me to read that. Like the vulture shows up when it says, you can't do that anymore, or we can't, that's that's gotta die. That's gotta be dead. And I think you know that because I saw the Phoenix with you. So something about whoever this is, there's some legitimacy, I feel. I think you know it because you're showing up like the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords usually can see the other person, things from the other person's perspective. So I think you do understand this person's perspective. It's just something about this change. It requires it. It requires you to. It's new territory. I'm hearing. Like even where this person's at, it requires you to kind of like step into, maybe step over to their side. Ooh, look at that. Because they're you know, if I'm looking at, they're on this side, and it's almost like she's saying, like, I'm not going back over there. I can't even cross back over there to your side. So if you want to come over here with me, you're going to have to leave that behind. Okay. Some of you may say, I hear some of you saying, well, no, this resonates in reverse. That's fine. You don't have to own it. I'm just reading the cards. Where we at? Okay. But yeah, the vulture shows up. Now, a number of you, I think you see the value in what is going on here. I do, Gemini. I think that you see the value, but vulture usually, the creature, it's a very undervalued creature, but it's so essential for our ecosystem. This is someone who gets rid of the dead matter and gets rid of things that it you know, so that the progress can be made. It's essential for balance. Okay, so this person feels like, you know, something is not balanced here in this connection, and it's got to go in order for you all to move forward. I do feel like with the moth, they wish that moving forward could be easier, but there's something here where they're just accepting, like, there's something about this connection that will not change. And let's pull some more cards, a few more cards here. Gemini feeling right now in this connection. Passion. Insane chemistry, like each other equally, and having fun. So I also feel like, Gemini, there's this urge with this octopus energy. I think you want to express yourself emotionally, and you're really having to, but there's all types of emotions here. It's almost like, I think that you, like, for some of you, I'm hearing like this person drives you a little crazy, but it's not bad. It's like I heard like the term, like, I fucking love you. Okay. Like, you know, it's that type of, but you're very good right now at like, not disguising it, but just, I think you know that that's not going to serve what's going on right now. But, you know, there is something about this person where I'm just hearing like they drive you wild. Okay. So now I'm hearing, going back to the fault line, I'm hearing eggshells. So a number of you may feel like that right now, Gemini, like you're walking on eggshells. Because you don't want to make the wrong move. Golden mirrors coming out, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Okay. Now I didn't ask, but let's keep that out. Hold on. All right, with the key, let me see. I want to ask the question, how is this person feeling in the connection with Gemini? Healing heart. So, okay. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So Gemini, they feel like something about there's like, they feel like something about this connection is toxic. And I don't know if there's addiction present here. They're definitely in a place of healing. Okay. Now, something else that they're feeling, and they're, for a number of you, take it or leave it, now that they feel as though the relationship, something about the relationship is one-sided. They're feeling like something is not fair here. Okay. I know already some of the cross watchers are going to be like, Gemini's a narcissist. That's exactly why this card came out. Okay. But I don't get that from this card. Could they be also just looking at things from their perspective with the self-absorbed? Yes. But again, if I'm going gauge, it's almost like I just get one-sided relationship. Almost like they were getting absorbed and they've had to pull themselves out of this connection in order to heal. I'm feeling right now. Ooh. How, geez, the way that card just came out, guilty. Yeah. So I feel pain from the damage I have caused. Okay, so that's what I was saying with the Queen of Swords. Like a number of you, can kind of accept your part. Now, I think that, you know, this person very much feels like the victim, like all the way around so far. Okay. Clarify how this person is feeling in the connection right now with Gemini. Secrets, I haven't told you everything. Yeah, there's something here that they're not being honest about. I see that. Because look, you have reveal, I want to tell you the truth, and dishonesty. By lying, I ripped us apart. Look at that. By lying, I ripped us apart. I'm hearing for a number of you, that's why like this octopus energy is showing up. But is there a reason why I'm kind of like getting, okay, I don't know if they're still holding on. They haven't told you. By lying, I ripped us apart. Where are we at? 22? Well, you've stuck around long enough. I don't usually clarify these, but what are they not? Strength. The Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Okay. So what are they not telling you, or what are they holding back? Ten of Pentacles, yeah. Okay. I think this person right now, Gemini, I mean, they really could be putting off the vibe of I'm upset, I'm done with this, but I don't think that they're really done. I feel like they're not really expressing to you they're doing this for a reason. Like they're putting off this vibe that they're upset, or they like for some reason they're feeling like I need to put that vibe off. But for some of you, they're not telling you that they're still hopeful about this connection with the Strength card of the Nine of Pentacles, because what what that would mean for you two moving forward is the King of Pentacles. This is you, you and them having a committed connection. Now, a number of you, I see you saying though, you're like, okay, what do I do with that? Like, I don't know the right move to make. My hands are kind of tied right now. But I think that What they're not telling you, what they're being dishonest about, is the fact that they're really just trying to get themselves into a better space, but it's also in the hopes of like you two moving forward together. All right. I feel like that's where I want to, I think that's where I want to stop. Okay. Um, yeah, like with the, whatever they're doing right now, I just want to reiterate this. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not, it's not that they are, hold on. They're holding on very strongly to the fact of like, they want this to work. Okay. Um, I think they're trying to make a point. That's what I'm getting here. They're trying to make a point to you of, you know, like they're not going to go out of their way to start to fix this. It's not, they feel like, okay, this isn't really for me to fix. And I'm making a point to you of that. Like you really hurt me. You really hurt me. Gemini, you have to come in here and fix this. Okay. I don't know. That's one way. Keep going back to the fault line, you know. Can we acknowledge the fault? There we go. Can we acknowledge the fault? They like somebody wants you maybe to acknowledge, this person would like you to acknowledge um I guess your fault in this, and then maybe they would be willing to acknowledge their fault. But I don't know. I think that what they're being dishonest about is the fact that they want things to work out between you two. So I'm going to stop this here and continue this on Vimeo part 2. The link is in the description, top of the comments, Gemini, and we will discuss what I see happening next and talk more about what this person wants with you overall in this lifetime. What do they think is going to happen? I'm going to talk about the 3 to 6 month outcome with you guys. Whatever it is you want to manifest with this person, I'm going to give you a timeline of that. And then we're going to pull your advice, see how you should be showing up in this connection, okay? So Gemini, I'll see some of you over there on your extended. If this is where we part ways, good luck with everything, and I'll see you soon. Peace.